Welcome to today's episode of Depreciation Nation, and as we mentioned in our video with Mr. Popst, and as we mentioned in our podcast about great cars for single parents, we are going to start bringing you great cars for single parents. And so while our channel is about depreciation, Hyundai was kind enough to loan us this 2021 Santa Fe that is behind me here for this particular segment. Now, one of the things that Hyundais are affected by is almost immediate depreciation, which makes a used Hyundai a real bargain. So we've got the latest version of their Santa Fe, which, affected by depreciation, significantly reduces that purchase price. And one of the things that we want to focus on with this segment is inexpensive to purchase, inexpensive to run, inexpensive to own. Now, the vehicle behind me has the 2.5-liter turbo in it. Hyundai now features 3-year, 36,000-mile maintenance all-inclusive on the purchase of any new Hyundai, and any Hyundai that you get is going to be fuel efficient. This is currently one of the 4th least expensive cars to own. This particular vehicle behind me has a $42,000 sticker on it, so it is wise to assume that as these start to depreciate, that you'll be able to find one of these with very low mileage on it at a very reasonable price, which has consistently been the trend since about 2012 forward. So we're going to get into it. We're going to show you some of the features that this car has. We're going to take it for a drive, and let's go. So one of the first things that I notice inside this particular Hyundai is that this is next level, meaning that the Hyundais of 2006, 2010, and older generations, to even wrap my mind around where we are at right now is unfathomable. So this is a $42,000 car. The very first thing that catches my eye is the digital gauge set, and then the very large LCD screen, multimedia interface. This car has heated and cooled seats, and even has push-button gear selection similar to what you would find in a high-end Audi, BMW, or something comparable, all at about half the price. Obviously, this being an SUV and obviously this being a single-parent segment, one of the things we want to talk about is storage, and there is storage everywhere in this car. Your oil changes are going to be relatively low cost. I think $41.88 is where the oil changes start on this. And again, just focusing on the quality of the interior, we've got stitched leather on the dashboard, we've got stitched leather on the glove box, we've got heated and cooled seats, we've got premium Harman Kardon sound, and the list goes on and on and on for the amenities and the accoutrements that this particular car has. So, having said all that, let's go for a drive. As previously mentioned, this particular vehicle has the 2.5-liter turbo, and so it should have some decent power. The ride is very compliant. It has very decent power. Very, very decent power, and we have cameras right here in the dash.
Wow. No one's sneaking up on us.
That is pretty neat. We do have our shift paddles, again, very much like an Audi or a BMW. And again, all of this stuff comes standard, whereas on a luxury car, all of these options can be costly add-ons.
I don't know if Honda is by the people, but they definitely seem for the people.
Here we go. And we're going to go kind of fast.
Ooh.
That is nuts.
Ooh. Ooh, SUV.
To be quite honest, I did not anticipate to film a top-tier Hyundai when we started out on this process. But this is what was available to us. I've got my side view camera right here so I can see what's going on next to me both ways. I did not anticipate that brisk acceleration that this particular car has. When I say brisk, I don't even think that brisk fully describes the experience. You all have seen the 911 Turbo, the 996 911 Turbo video that we did. And honestly, this is every bit as impressive as that. Perhaps not as fast, but the experience feels every bit as impressive as that.
I like the power. It's not too much, but it's very immediate.
It is immediate.
And it's turbocharged, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
2.5 liter turbo, and it is quick. Does not describe it. We're going to do it again, and it is robust. We'll say that power is very, very robust. Again, it's comfortable. Again, it's economical. Again, the power is there. The space is there. The features are there. And granted, this is a brand new car, and that's not really what we focus on. But this is a car I would consider owning at some point, particularly after depreciation has hit it. I like Hyundais. I've had a string of Hyundais. I find them extremely cost effective to own. And one might temper that they are not as exciting to drive, but for instance, the Veloster N is one of the best cars on the market right now, and it took, I want to say it was Motor Trend Car of the Year. Don't quote me on that. I want to say it was Motor Trend Car of the Year that picked it as Car of the Year, but as far as lack of excitement goes, I don't deem this car to be lacking in any kind of excitement, and honestly, it is a little bit better than I anticipated.
I can't really point out any weak points off the top. Honestly, it's super great on visibility. It's not too big to where a newer driver would be uncomfortable. It's not rowdy. And
it's got the new slim LED headlights that are found on the Palisade, and it's just phenomenal. Again, new car reviews are not really what we do. Granted, we brought you the Taycan pretty early on. But while this is about affordable cars for single parents, if you are in the market for a newer vehicle, maybe give the Santa Fe a look. Steering wheel's nice. We've got a leather stitched cover on it. Granted, this is a limited, so granted you can buy this car with a different motor combination and with
interior specs.
Yeah, and a different equipment level, but it's good. It's real good. And that side camera is neat.
I really do like it. It's a very good, like it's a modern staple. I could get someone who's anywhere between the ages of 17 to like 30, and they could hop in this and be happy.
But it's beyond that, because I was just recently in a 2021 Audi Q5, and I am not going to slight an Audi Q5 in any way, shape, or form, but dollar for dollar, the Q5 had ventilated seats, and the Q5 had LED headlights, but the Q5 was also 20,000 higher. And honestly, the power feels more substantive in the Hyundai than it did in the Q5. And again, I am not knocking the Q5 because it is a fine automobile. I just can't believe for $42,000 in a brand new car I can have all this.
Yeah. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto.
And Apple CarPlay comes standard on almost all of them right now.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. There's some Benzes, Beamers, Audis, like you were saying, that don't have that, and they're like 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, base model. To have this as a base and still be 20,000 less than a base.
Keep in mind, this is a limited, so it's not exactly a base. But we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, you know, for it not to be the highest spec to get as much as you do get, like, wow, like, take my money.
Exactly.
Because anywhere else, you know what I'm saying, you might get that, but you're going to have to pay for it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm digging this. All right, Hyundai.
Audi and BMW, beware. I said in other videos that Hyundai was going to take over the car market and no one was even going to notice, and this is
them creeping.
This is good. This is very good. I bought a 2013 Elantra Limited brand new in 2013, and it was decent. When we got in this car, we said that it was next level, and this very much is next level. And so that's the 2021 Santa Fe. Granted, this is not as depreciated as most of the cars you will see on our channel, as depreciation has not affected this vehicle at all. However, low price point to purchase, low price point to own, low cost to run. This certainly is worth consideration by any single parent. And again, if you're looking for a new car, this might be the car right here to look at, even if a Hyundai wasn't on your radar. So remember to hit that subscribe button so that you continue to see awesome videos like this one. Remember to comment if you'd like to see something else, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.